And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show of madness that not only reports madness from wrestling, but from video games as well, only known as Under the Radar. And a little bit of a heads up for you fans disappointed with the Hell in a Cell results for this year. After Monday Night Raw goes off the air, which is probably right now as we speak, you can currently watch New Legacy Inc. try to break yet another wrestling game, which is currently the Chikara game that's going to be released after Monday Night Raw goes off the air. So definitely give that a once-over if you were disappointed with Hell in a Cell. But to make sure you're not disappointed with this show, I think it's time for us to check out some screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse for another edition of the Four Squared Delight. And the first game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Outplay, or Out_play, with their game, Nutopia. Oh, cool. Nice name of the game, too. And the screenshot that they were able to provide for this week shows a futuristic building being surrounded by not only a whole bunch of billboards, but what appears to be a cop patrolling around the building while making sure nothing happens. And this automatically reminds me of a combination of an 8-bit version of SimCity Societies with a little hint of Judge Dredd in there as well. Or more or less a little bit of Dredd, you know, the recent one that recently came out. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that a couple of the special officers included in this game are judges. Yeah, they don't have to be Judge Dredd, just any judge that you can see on the side of the street that can scream into one of those apartments, "I am the law," will be fine enough for me. So hopefully they add them. And besides a future Judge Dredd movie taking place in a video game, folks, the next game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Malik2B with his said screenshot from the video game Breakneck City. Nice name for a game again this week. And the screenshot that they were able to post for this week shows our hero taking on two thugs in an alleyway, only to do a right hook, left hook, kick combination to one guy into a fence, and then the other guy getting the business who looks like Arthur Fonzarelli for some strange reason, and Maestro said it was Fonzarelli, and that's what I said, kicking him into a garbage can for him to go, "Aye!" and fly head first into the trash. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of River City Ransom with a little hint of Fighting Force in there as well. With the exception that I don't think you can get weapons in this one, so here's hoping in the near future that you can use your environment as a weapon. And no, Maestro, not the fact that she was able to kick somebody into a garbage can. I mean, get the ability to pick something off the ground like a pipe or a brick and just use it as an everyday weapon to take people out with. Just like Fighting Force, for those who don't remember it. And the next game that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Koto Lout with their game Hrot. Now, I thought it was Hrot, but according to the Maestro, it is. Alright? And this game, the screenshot that they were able to provide for this week, shows our hero taking apart a Martioshka doll and actually picking it apart with a sickle all the way until it reaches the last point and the smallest point for the doll, only to take out a hammer and do a symbol that reminds me of Russia, only to swing around, shoot an explosive barrel with a shotgun, and take out the enemy before he swings right back around to leave the room. Not before looking at that dog on the ground one more time. And this game automatically reminds me of a combination of Quake and a little hint of Dusk in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future that this game has more cool Easter eggs like that. You know, maybe something that involves Canada too, like a chance for you to take a hockey puck and kill an enemy with it, and all of a sudden you hear in the distance the Canadian national anthem playing. Who knows, you know, that's just something off the top of my head. And the next game that we have up, besides doing shoutouts to other countries and Easter eggs for video games, comes from the Twitter page of Arthurian Dev with their game, Arthurian Legend. And this screenshot is brought to you by the Rune of Smite. It insta-gives most enemies and takes them out just right. So always remember, folks, if you're looking for the right rune to take a man out, think right, think Rune of Smite. Lightning of Rune sold separately. And apparently, according to Maestro, it's Rune of Lightning sold separately. But regardless of that advertisement for that Rune of Smite we just did, the screenshot that they were able to provide for this week shows the Rune of Smite at work as a whole bunch of clouds would show up, thunderstorms around this ancient wizard, only for one to actually light him up and turn him into absolute dust right before his very eyes, making a lightning sound effect along with it. And this automatically reminds me of a combination of not only Doom, but a little hint of Quake, along with a little splash in there of King Arthur, seeing the fact of the outfit that he's wearing. And Maestro said to add in a little piece of, I guess, Evil Dead in there too? Or do you mean Army of Darkness? Oh, he means Army of Darkness in there as well. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, as a little special homage to Ash himself, they decide to throw in either one of those medieval swords or those iron claws that he wore, or a chance for you to use a double-barreled shotgun in this game. And before you say anything, Maestro, in the game Duke Nukem A Time to Kill, they had the DeLorean in the mine shaft. So this game can definitely have a double-barrel shotgun homage to Ash Williams. No, it could happen. It could happen. And besides more Easter eggs in video games, folks, the next screenshot that we have up, and the last but not least one for this week, comes from the developers and the Twitter page Pixel Machine 3D with their game, Invasion Machine. And the screenshot that they were able to post for this week shows a Humvee on a bridge waiting for a whole bunch of soldiers to show up to try to take them out as a last stand on the top of the said bridge, all being surrounded by what appears to be a ravine, and in the background a whole bunch of trees, a mountain, and another bridge right across the road that they're most likely going to try to go through after they take out this one soldier waiting on the bridge. And this screenshot automatically reminds me, strangely enough, of the first Mercenaries game. And here's hoping, just like the game Mercenaries, you get a chance to actually use a whole bunch of explosives and make everything around you a destructible environment, including that very bridge. You know, just in case your last stand doesn't go the way you hope it does. So all the enemies can fall down in the ravine, you can light them up while they're down there. Yeah, you know, best strategy for this guy to have, depending on how many soldiers that are going to show up across that bridge. And if you guys want to check out any other cool screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond, you can head on over to the screenshot pages of not only Playing Indies, or under the screenshot pages of Indie Rhymes, Shot_Games, Octo Curio, or even Oliver Snyder's, or under the hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. And if you guys want to get an interpretation of the screenshots that we liked for this week for yourselves, you can head on over to our Twitter page, only known as the 00 Agent 0012, where Maestro made a screenshot folder entitled The Horror of Screenshot Saturday. Sometimes I don't even think you're trying anymore, but we'll go with it. I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music, and when we return, we'll be back with more Radar Madness as Under the Radar continues right after this. So don't get lost in the madness just yet, folks, and stay tuned.